Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Wood. I'm so glad you could jump up on my wood. Today, I'm joined by Red Eye. What's up?
Good evening.
It's gonna be just me and Red Eye because we're doing a short show today, an hour, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here because I got some things I gotta take care of. I'm sorry about that if you was expecting a big long show, but it's gonna be a good show, just short, good and short like my penis. But anyways, announcements. 28 days of Pimpmunk is going on. That means you click a link in the description below and go to my Amazon wish list and buy me a gift. There has been some gifts bought so far. We've got how many gifts? Let me check how many gifts has actually been bought. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gifts have been bought. So I appreciate. We're trying to, as always, we're trying to get to 28 gifts like we do. And every year I have actually gotten more than 28 gifts. I've done this for this is the 4th year straight in a row. And every year I've gotten more than 28 gifts. So hopefully this ain't a bad year. Hopefully I stick with the thing. I also got, by the way, I actually kind of got 6 gifts because somebody gave a money gift the other day. So appreciate that. Yeah, so good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, we're going to do an hour. Red Eye, what's happening with you in Australia, man?
Well, today's a very special day because it's the fucking midterm fucking show, mate. The fucking midterms are on. Get out there and fucking vote. Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Get your democracy on, people, and fucking vote.
Get your democracy on and go do something and get bad people to do bad things.
Or be like me and just fucking not give a flying fuck and don't vote. Whatever floats your boat. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to inform.
I'm here to judge. No, I'm not. A lot of people, do decide not to vote, and some people think that that's bad. Like Landon, he doesn't like when people don't vote. He thinks that you should go out and vote, and I see that point, but I also see, if you choose not to vote to make a statement, I don't disagree. I mean, I'm not gonna bitch at you about it.
Yeah, and if you're so apathetic that you just couldn't be fucking bothered getting out of bed to go vote, I'm not going to judge you either.
Yeah, well, that's true too. I mean, I'm pretty much that way myself.
Yeah, I've got to admit, the last federal election, I just sort of went, meh.
Yeah, fuck this. I don't want to do it. I've voted quite a bit. I didn't. Honestly, I've said it, but I did not vote for president because I was absolutely saddened and disturbed with both people running. It just wasn't. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting these alerts on my fucking browser. Anyways, it just was not. It's not what those people fucking suck. Trump and Hillary both sucked balls, in my opinion. And
yes, that wasn't. It was the old South Park choice of what was it between a fucking. What was I forget. Yeah, it's 2 really bad choices anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, so I did. Yeah, I did this. I said, fuck it, I'm not doing it. And I didn't. Now, a lot of people think that's bad, and I understand. I get why people think that you need to exercise your right to vote because, it's a good thing being a part of democracy, but I don't know.
That's one thing about democracy is you should have the freedom of choice not to fucking go vote. But in Australia, at a certain time in history, voter participation got so fucking low that they had to introduce mandatory voting. And in some states, the penalties can be quite fucking harsh. Yeah.
Well, I do hope that a lot of and look, I don't consider myself. I used to consider myself a straight up Democrat, and then I was like, no, I'm independent as fuck. I go with who I like, and I think you should go with who you like. But I do hope that the balance of power shifts a little bit to where Trump can't just run the board and do whatever the fuck he wants to, like he's been doing.
Well, so far, well, here's the thing about electoral predictions. Look what happened during the presidential elections last time.
Yeah.
It's like they did not see fucking Trump coming until the last second. And you remember what happened? I watching Sank and the Young Turks melt down and some of the folks from CNN and shit. You can visibly see when they realise the moment that Trump's going to get across the line, the fucking colour drains out of the face of half the people. They nearly start. I think a few of the ladies started fucking crying.
Yeah, they did, man. There was a lot of people. I remember watching Jacqueline Glenn on You Now. She started bawling.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. Look, she's a lovely girl, but...
Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people fucking nuts, but I'm like, you know, I was shocked. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think he was going to win, but then I realized what he did. What he did was he ran the perfect election. He went after the people that he knew, his people knew, that felt disenfranchised, whatever words you want to. He went after the poor white guy who ain't fucking smart, and he got him. Kind of like what Obama did with the black vote.
Yep.
And you know that's what happened. He kind of took a play out of Obama's playbook and went for a certain demographic. And he got it. He made, because a lot of people in this country, and I'm not saying that it's in some cases it's true, some cases not, but a lot of white guys feel like that they're shit on. A lot of white guys, a lot of poor white guys are being accused of, being racist and sexist and all this issues, and they feel like that nobody cares. And Trump came along and said, "Hey, I care," which he doesn't. We all know he doesn't. He's a piece of shit. But still, I mean, he locked into that.
Yep, that was one of the things he targeted. He also targeted, what was the other? There was certain other demographics he targeted. I think it was Asian vote. He went after all of the fucking little minority votes, and he had little verbal fucking things he could throw out there that would appeal to these certain segments. The other thing Trump did was, he gets out there and he gets on the campaign trail. I'll give him that. Mm-hmm. He does more. On the last day before the midterms, he did 3 fucking campaign rallies in the 24 hours.
Yeah.
He gets bums on seats. He talks to fucking people. Like you saw him during the election. He'd get up on the back of a semi-trailer and do a WWE style fucking thing to these small townspeople.
Yeah, he cut a promo.
Yeah, and he exactly fucking nailed it. He'd go and cut promos in these small towns, and that would be enough for some people. It's like, wow, President-elect, we came around here, and so it's like, oh my God, let's vote for this cunt. Or, sorry, not the President-elect, the candidate from the Republicans actually came to our small little bumfuck town and said some shit to us. Where's Hillary? She didn't even come to our state. And that happened. That happened.
And we all know sometimes, in some cases, perception is reality, right?
Exactly.
And these people believed that he was this because he said this. He put himself out as this, and he's always been rich. He's always had money, and yet the poor guy went and voted for him. Why is that? Because he perceived himself. He put himself out there as someone who cared about the poor guy. And like I said, sometimes perception is reality, and it's stupid, but it's what happened.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. Now I understand that half of America didn't want him in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go and read like small business websites, like the lobbyist groups that represent small business owners in America, a lot of small business owners aren't completely unhappy with Trump. They're seeing a slight bump in business, cost of business regulation. The things that matter to them are slowly changing to benefit them. And the only thing that they do wish would get better is, believe it or not, they want better health care to provide to their fucking employees, better insurance, easier insurance, cheaper, I don't know, but that's the one thing they say they need to work on next is you need to make healthcare available so we as employers can offer the employees good healthcare packages, because apparently that's part of the getting a job in America is you get good healthcare, and the big one is you get dental thrown in as well. That's a reference in a movie all the time. So
yeah.
look, Trump played a fucking good game. Let's see what happens. I do not know which way the fucking it's gonna go. I can't even begin to predict what the outcome will be.
Yeah, and the one thing about Trump, I will say before we move on about this, he's a hell of a salesman.
Oh, hey, reality TV show specialist, mate.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's the point. He's a hell of a salesman. I mean, he knows how to sell himself, and that's what he did with people. He knows how to get into the psyche of certain people. That's what a salesman does. So he's a hell of a salesman. So moving on. First off, I'm going to read this story. What the hell's a tully head?
Tully heads. That's just the name of a place. It's the headland. Yeah. So think of the headland or a peninsula or somewhere. Yeah.
Okay. You sent me this link, and I'm like, what the fuck is tully head? But anyways, a baby crocodile found living the life in a tully head's saltwater swimming pool. A small saltwater crocodile has been found having a dip at Margie Ryder's Tully Head's home, 160 kilometers south of Cairns. Is that Cairns?
Oh, Cairns.
Yeah. Cairns. Miss Ryder's neighbor, Noel King, popped over this morning to clean the filter in the backyard saltwater swimming pool and saw what he thought was a large stick poking out the filter box. Nope. He went to pull it out, but realized at the last moment that the stick was an 80-centimeter long salty. I didn't put my hand in there, Mr. King said. Here's a picture of it. Let me get over here. And this was living in the pool, man. That right there was living in the pool, that little fucker. And bit his fingers off.
And if you see to the right, there's another article, albino killer croc. Well, that guy was part albino. He had a white fucking head, but the rest of his body was normal. But they say they had to kill him because earlier last week he grabbed a fisherman who was stupid enough to try and... This is so dumb. The man died. He got a snag on his fishing line. So he wanted to go and get either a fishing lure or a hook and a sinker back. And he thought, instead of just cutting the line and giving up on that, he thought, I'll just lean in over the water here and give it a... And the croc just grabbed him, and that's that.
Goddamn. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, so this is... and an 80-centimeter long croc, make no mistake, you stick your hand anywhere near that thing, it's going to fucking ruin your day.
Yeah, you coming back with a nub, man.
Yeah, it's not. And listen to this. This is where they live. You can't go swimming out in the beach because there are fucking crocodiles in the ocean swimming around.
Damn.
You don't
really?
Yeah. And they're the biggest fucking salties on the face of the earth. They're the same ones that they get in the Philippines. There was there was a record one in the Philippines 6.7 fucking meters long, Pimp.
Yeah, that's fucking me. But you see, you hear a lot about like the freshwater crocs. You don't hear a lot of talk, especially over here in America. You probably do over there, but like we don't hear a lot about saltwater crocs.
Really?
I know. I honestly, I mean, I've heard of it a couple of times, but I don't ever read a lot of stories. I read a lot of stories about the freshwater crocs in the rivers and whatever, ripping motherfuckers' asses up and shit. But I don't ever really hear a lot about saltwater crocs. Well, maybe it's just me.
Well, here's the thing about freshies in Australia. They're not really big enough to kill you. Really? And they're very timid little fuckers.
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, you might just be misremembered, but we don't usually get fatalities. You'll get bit, but then people will come up and they've got like a fucking bite from it looks like a bite from a dog, because these things not even a meter long.
Okay.
But these other crocs get 5-6 meters long. They will grab you, drag you in the water and then death roll you, and that basically just breaks all your bones.
Okay, well maybe I got it mixed up then. Maybe I hear about the saltwater and don't hear about the.
And then what they do is they basically grab you, death roll you, and then wedge you somewhere underwater and let you rot for a few days. And then they'll come back and start ripping bits off you and swallowing it whole because they don't chew their food. They go,
damn.
But that's why they let you rot for a few days so you soften up a bit.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Here's another story out of your areas. Australian teenager wins World Drone Racing Prize. Rudy Browning, 15, won the overall prize in the FAI World Drone Racing Championships. He beat 127 other pilots from 34 different countries to claim the win. That's pretty cool.
And the track, that is epic. 7 kilometers of LED lighting to make that track. And when you first look at it, you think that doesn't look too big until you see the actual people standing next to the track, and then you go, holy shit.
Yeah, here's the deal right here, man. That's the look at that shit.
Yeah, they're wearing goggles, so they've got cameras mounted on these drones and they're flying around like they're playing a video game, except they're flying their fucking drone. How cool is that?
That's pretty fucking neat, actually. I never knew there was a fucking championship of this shit, honestly. I mean, there's a championship of any kind of thing these days, but yeah, that's pretty cool though.
Well, over here, the local kids, but they started doing this several years ago when the drones first started coming out, and they just find somewhere where there's a whole bunch of fucking things to fly in old buildings and shit, and they will set up a track, and they will just go there and race all fucking day. And the other guy set a speed record of over 100 fucking kilometers an hour with one of those little micro drones. He set it up so the thing's like pulling well and truly over 100 kilometers an hour.
Damn.
Fucking A.
That's pretty fucking crazy, dude. That's actually cool though. How many miles an hour, bro?
Oh, probably be close to 100 miles an hour. So
Wow.
it's over 100 kilometers an hour. It'll say in there down towards the bottom of that article, it'll give the speed. And I think it was someone from Switzerland that got the speed record.
Wow, that's cool. Well, here's another story. Newlywed couple die in a helicopter crash as they leave their wedding.
Oh, damn.
Man, that's fucked. Authorities are investigating after Will Byler and Bailey Ackerman Byler were killed early Sunday when the helicopter carrying them from their wedding crashed near Uvalde, Texas. The pilot of the helicopter, Gerald Green Lawrence, was also killed in the crash. That is fucking horrible.
Yeah,
Very young couple, man. They literally just got married. That is sad. This is the couple right here, man. A couple of good-looking young people, man. That's why you don't want to do these big ass fucking wedding things. Like, be cool and leave it from a helicopter. They must have a lot of fucking money. But that's crazy. It's fucking horrible.
Right. I've got a headline here. This is a pretty dark one, and Lan and I, this is a little bit gallows humor. So just a heads up, trigger warning, and all that. I don't find what happened to the man funny, but
yeah,
I find that he basically was the prophet of his own demise a little bit, ironic anyway. So, cycling safety advocate who predicted his own death on Sunshine Coast Road dies on morning ride.
Oh, fuck, really?
So, a Sunshine Coast cyclist and road safety campaigner who died while riding on Monday morning made the chilling prediction in January that he would be hit on the Sunshine Coast region's roads. So this man knows how fucked the roads are. There's no shoulder, and there's really no safe way for cars to go out and around a bike rider unless they cross the middle line road, and sometimes that's breaking the rules in itself. So to obey the law near a cyclist and give them a 1.5 meter buffer zone, you've got to cross into oncoming traffic. Right? So, yeah, it's a bit of a confusing fucking law that they've created, because I talked to Landon about it today, and even he went, what am I supposed to do then? It's like, well, nobody fucking actually knows. We all just sit around going, I don't know. But, yeah, listen to this shit. It's really crazy. He basically said in January, yeah, listen, I'm going to fucking die. And then the journalist says, well, why keep riding on the main roads, go to a place? He says, once you get the bike bug, though, you got to keep riding. All right then, mate. Rest in peace, sir. It's a sad loss, but damn, you were the prophet of your own demise and you kept riding the fucking bike.
That's crazy.
It is.
If you knew this was going to happen.
Well, he didn't know, but he said the odds of it happening because of safety fucking problems are drastically increased. Well, at that point, you go, maybe I should start walking around the block in the morning and be a little bit safer, or get one of those fucking roller machines where you can just put your bike on it and then start pedaling the fuck out of it, and you just the wheels spin up on the rollers. Or I don't know, stop exercising, watch Netflix, get a pizza, and just relax. That would be my advice.
Oh yeah, Pete. A lot of times your answer is always get a pizza.
It is, isn't it?
I hear you say that a lot. Like, I'd rather just get a pizza.
It's a good answer, though.
It is a good answer. Harvard scientists think an alien probe could have passed a near Earth last year.
What?
Yes, a cigar-shaped object known as, I'm not going to fuck this word up. Yes, I am. Passed through the solar system in 2017. Two scientists at Harvard Institute for Theory and Computation, ITC, have speculated that its unusual trajectory and acceleration could mean it was part of an alien probe or vessel, such as a solar cell. Others have been quick to cast doubt on their theory.
Yeah, all right. So we've got two dudes from where? Berkeley?
Harvard.
All right. That's actually
pretty
probably
smart motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, well, at least they're not out burning shit fucking going. That's what all the kids are doing at Berkeley right now, going, are you a Nazi? And then trying to light you on fire. So, but all right, so there's only two guys. The folks at CERN didn't say shit. No one else in Europe or anywhere else in the world said shit except these two guys that may have dropped acid one night recently and talked about aliens for a while or watched a bit. I don't know. And if there was any chance that it may have been something that was of alien origin, I think a certain fucking mutual friend of ours would have been rather excited and fucking bellowing about that shit from the rooftops. He ain't said a peep.
No, he hasn't. But yeah, I mean, they said it was a theory. They think, they're not saying it definitely was.
It's a hypothesis and a really shitty one.
Yeah. Anyways, Border Patrol conducting exercise on Tuesday near polling location. As Texans go to the polls on Election Day, U.S. Border Patrol is conducting a crowd control exercise in El Paso and inviting the media. Well, you know what that's about, right? They're trying to show people that they're protecting our borders, and that's all about the Trump people.
Took your job.
Yeah. I was, I take the Greyhound from time to time, and I've been on them. We're close to the Mexican border, and them motherfuckers will jump on the bus and ask you, you American? You speak English? Yes, sir. I mean, do I look like a fucking Mexican?
I'd be such a fuck. I'd get myself in trouble in America because I'm a cheeky fucker. And if the dudes jumped on the bus and said, "Are you American?" I'd go, "Si, senor."
Would you like a taco?
And then I'd crack out the Irish. No, I'm actually from fucking Ireland, mate. Sorry about that.
Sorry about them.
Just fuck with the fucking border guard until you get arrested and deported.
Yeah.
I've seen these. I don't know what you'd call them, citizen checks, and they're like, so you're well and truly inside America, driving along the road, and you'll see a bunch of cops on the side of the road, and they'll pull you up and go, "Good evening, or good afternoon, sir. Can I see your license?" And the sovereign citizens go, "No." And you're going to see a busted window at that point. But apparently, according to law, you have to show a driver's license once asked, and they request for ID. But I don't think you have to answer a question if you're a passenger in a car, whether you're a citizen or not. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you.
It's really funny how they're doing that sort of thing.
You do if you're on a bus. If you're a passenger on a bus.
You got to pull out ID?
You have to ask for it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. As long as if you're not trying to hide your identity, just pull out the fucking ID and let everyone get on with their fucking day. Don't be a sovereign citizen.
Yeah, there was a couple of Mexicans on the bus, and they asked them for their ID, They didn't ask the white people for it, or the black people. They did ask the Mexicans for it, though.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that is profiling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, and in Alabama and certain other states, if a cop sees a Mexican in a car, he can pull them over and ask for their ID just on that basis, just because he's a Mexican, for no other reason. He don't have to have a broken tail light or anything. He can just ask because you're a Mexican.
Jesus Christ. Seriously.
Yeah.
America just needs to sit down and have a calm discussion about creating a special visa for people from wherever the fuck. You give them a good security check. If they want to come in, give them a job, let them pay a bit of tax and contribute, let them send some money home to their family. Everybody wins. You guys get all those jobs that nobody wants to fucking do, get done, fruit picking, all of that sort of stuff. And you won't have fucking 8,000 people fucking traveling in a big group trying to seek refugee status, maybe? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's weird.
Just some reform on that area would probably be a big help and take a fucking lot of worry out of people's minds, because then the right couldn't go, oh, the fucking illegal aliens are coming to rape your children and sell drugs. It's like, no, they're not. They just want a job.
Exactly.
They just want to earn money for their family.
Exactly. U.S. Olympic Committee moves to shut down USA Gymnastics Organization following several scandals, from the Larry Nassar sex abuse trial to the controversy surrounding the organization's president. USA Gymnastics is now on the verge of losing its position as the national governing body for gymnastics in the United States. A lot of scandals coming out of there. There really was, that one dude who was supposedly sexually abusing the girls he was training and stuff. So.
Yeah, that, and on that basis alone, and for the length of time it happened, I stand behind. I will back this push to get rid of that fucking organization, because they kind of failed to protect their fucking
children. And these are children. These are, actual,
They fucking fail to protect the kids in their care. So,
I have no problem with them.
Yeah, you can't justify your existence in my eyes anymore, and maybe you should be replaced with a new body that's got better oversight that protects the kids in their care.
Yeah. I mean, because they, to really break it down, understand, when you talk about sports, you think about athletes, and, but these are children that are athletes. These are, children athletes, kid athletes. We're supposed to protect them, and they weren't.
Yeah, they were raped by a dirty fucking filthy animal.
And there was reports, and they ignored them, and a whole bunch of bullshit going on through that stuff. So, so I'm with Red on this one. I have no problem with them putting a kibosh on that.
Yep, create a new governing body for gymnastics. Start from the fucking ground up and make it bigger and fucking better and safer for the kids.
Exactly. Of course. It's crazy. You don't want to do stuff like that, man. It's just bad. Don't rape kids.
Just beat them with a stick and force them into child labor in sweatshops in Asia. That's okay, but the rest of it, no. I'm sorry.
Here's something. A man rescued from cliff after fleeing 50 aggressive seals. The the angler, if you don't know what an angler is, it's a fisherman. The angler was rescued from a cliff after fleeing the seals and loudmouthed in the Scottish borders. He's Scottish.
Angry Scottish seals.
Yeah. And here's the deal, man. They put this picture up on the article, which it's the cute, happy looking seal.
Oh. Yeah, it's like,
but seals can be very vicious.
Yeah. Have you look? What are they? Leopard seals.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the leopard seal that comes across this fucking diver and this thing swims right up to him and basically opens its mouth? This leopard seal could have just bitten the diver's head off.
Bit his fucking, yeah.
But what this leopard seal did was went and fucking grabbed a penguin and fucking tried to feed the diver, and then it came back and started to get more and more worried because the diver wouldn't eat, so it went and brought back a penguin that was basically nearly dead, and then it brought back bits of a penguin and it's trying to poke him into the fucking camera thinking that was the dude's mouth, and this seal was, and you could visibly see this seal was looking at the guy going, "You're so dumb, you can't even eat, you're probably going to die, and I'm really worried about you." It was that sort of level of care. It's like,
yeah.
But these leopard seals are like massive.
Yeah. Have you ever watched videos of seals attacking penguins? It's fucking vicious.
My mate's brother works in the fish farms down in Tassie, and one day seals are a bit of a problem. They get in through the nets and just fucking have a feast inside in the salmon.
Yeah.
And one of the things, this guy, there's one particular seal, they'd grab it, fly it, like throw it in a fucking boat, drive 100 fucking miles up shore, throw the fucking seal in the water. Day and a half later, guess who's back fucking at the fish farm? This fucking seal. So this guy's poked his finger at the seal going, "Fuck off, you can't." The seal just went chomp and bit his finger off.
Yep, it'll happen too. But that is a cool story about the seal trying to save the guy. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and there's a video of that on YouTube. You can look it up. Leopard seal.
I love those kind of stories where you know these animals who try to help humans, and like many years ago I heard, I don't know if this is actually true, but there was a dude that it was in the woods, he was hunting, he broke his leg or something, and there was a couple of wolves, they actually grabbed his fucking shirt and dragged him near the road.
Yeah.
And then ran off.
Yeah, well, when I was a kid, for instance, my dad and mum, we had border collies, and this one border collie, they ended up keeping it. It just would never leave my side, and I wasn't like still crawling on the ground, and this dog fucking just loved being around me as a kid. And if I ever tried to crawl away from mum and got out of mum's sight, this dog would grab me by the nappy and pick me up and walk me back and put me down at mum's.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. I've told the story about my dog Diesel when my mom, she's an elderly lady. She fell and she couldn't get up, and my dog was trying to push her up and he couldn't get her up. So he'd run around the house barking, nobody comes. So he laid down beside her with his, on his belly, with his legs out, and did not move until somebody came into the house.
Yep. Dogs are magnificent like that. Cats, you know what happened when you fall down? Cats will wait till you die and then they'll just start eating your corpse.
But now there is a very cool video of, even though I hate cats, you know that, but there is a very cool video that's been out for a long time where that dog was attacking the kid and the cat saved the fucking kid. Yeah,
that was
pretty fucking cool.
I don't think the cat give a shit about the kid. The cat just went, "I'm going to fuck this dog up because I'm a cat."
But, the cat just ran. Saved the fucking kid's life, man. It was pretty cool to watch.
Hypothesis says my cat actually loves me. No, your cat loves it. you feed it.
Feed it. Yep.
Make no mistake. If that cat was big enough, it would, and you turn your back on it, you know what it'd do? It'd fucking eat you, because that's what they do instinctively. It's like cats.
Well, they're predators. They're natural predators.
Well, they're ambush predators, and there's another video on YouTube where there's a cat park in America where there's a whole bunch of different, all sorts of cats, tigers, all of them, little one, like, and every sort of size feline you can imagine. And he shows just across everything except a house cat and one or two other very small felines that the common thing was you'd walk up to the cage and the lions would just sit there and just look at him. And he'd go, watch this. Now I'm going to turn my back and pretend to do up my shoe. And, of course, he's outside the enclosure. As soon as his back turned, every fucking cat just went straight up and ran straight at the fence and went, rah, and tried to fucking pounce on him, except the fence stopped them. Every single fucking time, without a doubt. Turn your back, cat attacks.
Turn your back, cat attacks. Well, it's almost 10:40, which it would be 20 minutes out from the end of the show. We're only going an hour today, guys. So I'm gonna, take a little break to chill. Tips are nice. I will read your tips right before we leave. I'll read your messages and stuff, and thank you. Also, 28 days of Pimpmunk. There's been 5 gifts bought. We need more. We always try to average out 28 gifts. We've done it every year. Actually, we've broke 28 gifts every year. We've had more than 20. Last year we did 40 days of Pimpmunk, and we made like more than 40 gifts. So, so let's not go less than 28. So buy a gift, because I'm a shallow fuck and I'm greedy and I like things. I like when people, buys me shit. There's a very nice juicer on there I want. But anyways, also make sure you tip, helps me pay bills and all that good shit. So go ahead.
Steam gifts for video games, because Twitch, we need games for Twitch.
Yeah.
So we've got to work out what games would let's ask you, what games would you like to see Pimp play?
Yeah.
Tell us in chat and we'll
also, there's some gifts on there that's very, very needed. There's a tablet on there that I want, because I'm about to start laying up in the bed all the fucking time, and my laptop's broke. So I need something to play with. Not my dick, and not my dick, and something other than my dick. And but there's some cool shit, couple cheaper items on there too. If you want to buy something, and you can buy the games. And, but tips are also needed. So, yeah. Anyways, just do it. Don't bitch about it.
Obey. Comply.
What is this? Some of the ways people practice self-care. I don't understand some of this shit. Like, okay. Someone said that self-care is also choosing not to, or whatever the fuck. Fried bullshit is self-care. What? Should be covered under insurance. What is this about? I don't understand this. I'm not understanding this whole fucking thread here, so fuck that. Somebody said something about fried bullshit. What is fried bullshit?
Don't know. Sounds a bit different than baked.
Yeah, it's not baked bullshit. Yeah, it's steamed with some nice rice.
Oh.
And I don't even want to think about shit right now after my experience that I, if you don't know about the champagne shit story, I told it yesterday. Go watch yesterday's show. It was pretty horrible.
Oh, I've just found a quick story we should touch on. Indonesian passenger plane grounded after passengers protest and complain about the smell of stinky durian fruit. Now, I've never smelt this stuff. Apparently, there's this fruit. It's called durian fruit. Tastes very well. It's an acquired taste apparently, but it's got a very pungent aroma, and it's wow. Was delayed for an hour in Sumatra after those that on board the plane protested of the smell of the durian fruit inside the passenger cabin. A journalist with Indonesia's Athra news agency who happened to be on the plane reported that several passengers began arguing with flight attendants and basically nearly started fighting. Passengers then exited the plane, refusing to fly unless the durian fruit was removed because it just does not smell very pleasant.
Mm.
I'll put a link. You've got to see this fruit. It is the weirdest looking fucking shit. Paste that there so the boss can see. But yeah, have a look at this. It kind of looks like the inner bit looks like bread nearly. It's this really weird.
It does look like bread.
And the outer layer is like this spiky looking thing that
like a seashell in a way.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you try and eat it. You'd throw it at someone and try and kill them with it.
This is what he's talking about right here, folks. It looks like a clamshell with bread in it.
Yes.
In a way. It is weird looking. That's a fruit.
That's a fruit.
And it stinks.
Yes.
It looks like it would stink. It looks like a molded vagina.
Wow. Listen to this. 3 tons. Some passengers had reportedly referred to a 2005 crash of a Mandela Airlines plane in Medan, which killed 149 people, where 2.7 tons of durian was initially thought to be the cause of the crash. It smelled so bad, the pilots went, fuck this shit.
Fuck it. We're going to die. I'd rather die. Here's a story. This man wasn't on land for 5 months while he swam around mainland Britain. Ross Edgley spent over 5 months swimming around mainland Britain, swimming for hours every day and sleeping on his support board. The 33-year-old came back to terra firma and these words, Margate, Kent, after swimming around 1,780 miles, which is 2,864 kilometers. So he stayed in the water for 5 months straight, never came out of the water.
And he is now missing chunks of his tongue due to ulcers and all sorts of fucking wonderful fucking side effects. But yeah, chunks of his
is he really missing chunks of his tongue?
Yeah, little bits of his. If you surf a lot, you get basically what's called a sea ulcer. Any cut, and if you go in the water often enough, it will ulcerate. And when you get little mouth ulcers, the seawater, it says in part of one of the articles I read that not like massive chunks of like little fragments of his tongue would ulcerate out though.
And you talking about shrinkage of the penis? Because every man knows you get wet, your dick shrinks. It just does. It draws in. It's natural for it to do that. This dude in there for 5 months, his dick ain't never coming out of his stomach.
Yeah, well, he's swimming in the ocean, so 5 months in a salty, briny water, he's probably more pickled than wrinkled.
Yeah, think about how your hands get when you in the tub too long when you was a kid. You remember that shit? I used to like doing that, actually, get my hands all wrinkled and shit. Like, look. But, yeah, that's weird. Yeah. Well, did he do this for, like, a reason?
I think it was for charity.
Oh, well, I believe I'd have done something better for charity than that shit. Staying in the water for that long is just crazy. That's just fucking crazy.
I'd set a record for ordering pizza while watching Netflix.
Yeah, I agree. His dick is in permanent hibernation. His dick's like afraid to come out. Like, I don't want to drown. Fuck this dude.
Yeah, it's just basically going, nope, and the skin's sealed over the top of it.
Yeah, it's like, fuck this shit, man. Yeah. Dick's protest.
Yeah, it just sends out a little periscope so he pees out of that, and that's it once in a while. Then, nope.
All you see is a little sign at the dick hole. It says, hell no, we won't go. Oh, that's so stupid. I shouldn't have said that. But anyways, that's crazy, man. But that is, I mean, that's dedication. I mean, people do some crazy. There's people that do shit that I would never dare ever even think about doing. Staying in the water for 5 fucking months. That's just crazy.
Yeah, that is like, I'm all for raising money for charity and setting records or whatever your reason is, whatever floats your boat. But 5 months in the fucking water, nah.
It's nuts. It's fucking nuts, which he probably doesn't have anymore.
No, they just wrinkled away.
They just fell off when he got out of the water. His nuts just fell off.
Oh God, 5 months. No, God, no.
And yeah, and did he ever change his wetsuit?
I don't know.
I bet he stank like a motherfucker when he came out that water. Because he's in the salt water, which ain't gonna really clean you that well.
Well, here's the thing about the ocean. Sailors, I've seen this, a lot of guys, to wash their clothes, they'll basically put their clothes in a bag, throw them out in a rope behind where the prop's churning up the water, and as long as the water's being oxygenated, they'll just let it drag through the salt water for a few hours with the freshly oxygenated salt water, and it will clean their clothes. It does take a couple of hours, but it's...
Well, he was there 5 months. He had to...
Yeah, so as long as he's making bubbles constantly, he's basically slowly but surely cleaning himself.
So as long as he farts in the water, he's pretty good.
Yeah, or just splashes around a lot.
Yeah, or farts.
Yeah, farting... No, that's not oxygen. That's adding methane to the water, so that might not work. I don't know.
Don't get technical. Don't get fucking technical here. All right. The fart was a joke, and it makes bubbles when you fart in the water. So yeah, goddamn, red eye. I mean, seriously.
Oh, here's a good one. What happens in Australia when you've got a freight train that's got 200 and something cars full of iron ore, 4 engines, and the driver gets out to check one of the carriages, but the train goes, you know what? You're fired, and then leaves the station while the driver's not in the train.
Oh, fuck.
Well, there's the aftermath. There's a video of the guy driving through what's left of the hundreds of fucking goddamn cars of iron. And all it is, I couldn't recognize. I thought it was a junkyard at first. And then I remembered, this is the train derailment from last night. You just if you can, play that. It only goes for 30 seconds or so.
Wait a minute. I got to present it.
Righto.
It's fucking...
Check this devastation out.
Yep.
Right. This happened yesterday, folks. This is they derailed this train on purpose 90 kilometres outside of a town.
This is in Australia?
Yep. So there's 200 and something freight cars, 4 engines, and when the drivers got out to check a problem on one of the carriages, the train's just gone, later, and just... And
runaway trains are very dangerous.
Well, imagine a runaway train, 200-something fucking cars full of iron ore, doing 110 kilometres, screaming through your fucking town with no driver on board.
The damage it could cause, motherfucker. Oh, my God. That's like, yeah, I mean, that's death on a track.
And what if it got to the end of the line down at the port facility down there? The havoc that would have been fucking caused down there, 200 and something cars doing 100 and something kilometres an hour just hitting the end of the line. Well,
yeah.
That's why they did it out in the middle of nowhere. Look at the fucking carnage.
Oh, absolutely. They did a good thing by doing it out there.
Yeah. Now, I'm not sure how many cars went off the track in the derailing process, but it looks like a fucking vast majority of those cars were toast.
That's crazy, man. That is fucking crazy. All right, guys, we got it's 10:48, so we got 12 minutes. We're gonna take questions if you got any. We're also gonna take tips. Please tip if you can. It's how I pay my bills. Also 28 days of Pimpmunk, and links in the description below, and I'm sure the mods will share it. Buy a gift for old Pimpy, because I'll be adding more gifts every day. I've gotten 5 gifts bought so far. So Bolton, that's not even a word. Bolton's not a word. Red-eye Bolton's not a word.
No, I don't think it is either.
It's not, but it is now. Bolton.
Well, it was not until very recently. It has just been invoked and created. Wow.
It's in the dictionary.
Yeah.
The Psychopedia.
The Psychopedias?
Yeah, it's in the Psychopedia.
Excellent.
Anyways, there's been 5 gifts bought, not bought, but bought. We need 23 more. Yeah, anyways, and also you can tip and I'll read your messages. And if you got questions, please ask. What consoles you got, Pimp? What consoles you? I got a PS2 in this computer. PS2, a PS4. The fuck is wrong with me? A PS4 in this computer.
So we need games, PS4 games or PC games.
Yeah, and I got a good gaming PC, so yeah, I mean, it's good for it. It's what it is. But anyways, yeah, that's what I've got. Like Magnetic is not far from here.
I think I remember that a freight train full of something or other actually took out an entire goddamn fucking town of people.
You know, they did a movie. Well, it was a remake. They did it twice. They did a movie back in the day, then they redid it with Denzel Washington called Runaway Train. I think it was called Runaway Train.
I've seen a few detonations from America. What was it, a few years ago? I forget. It was a fertilizer factory, I think.
Yeah.
And fucking explosion. They got some camera footage from a couple of miles away, and when this thing fucking went, you could see the shockwave fucking hell. The size of the explosion was incredible.
That's crazy.
We seem to excel at blowing shit up.
Blowing shit up.
A breeding pair of Tasmanian devils. Probably wouldn't be allowed to do that because they're actually in the middle of trying to save the Tasmanian devils. They've got this weird cancer that it's facial tumor disease, and it was going to wipe out Tasmanian devils because it seemed to be quite aggressive and was being passed along through the population. So they've isolated some devils, come up with sort of a vaccine for it, and they've started to breed these devils that I don't know if you could say immune, but are less likely to get this facial tumor disease. So give it 5 more years, I might be able to send you a pair.
There you go. Adam E said he would take care of them. I don't believe Adam E would take care of them, actually. I think he'd get his fucking face eat off or something.
Yeah, they would not be good pets.
I don't think so either. I don't think they'd be good pets at all. I think they'd be bad pets.
They are very, very noisy, and they like to eat dead stuff, basically.
Yeah, and I also want to say that I'm sorry we're only going an hour today, but due to a lot of shit that's going on, I'm looking after my health and stuff. So there, for the next 2 months, probably there may be a lot of short shows, and some days there'll be the regular 2-hour shows and whatever, and there may even be days where I don't do shows. It's you know, I'm trying to get better. So yeah.
Oh, we got this, boss. We will just adapt and survive and thrive. And once we get the Switch and you start playing a few games, and that, I think that's going to be a lot of fun for you, is to be able to relax. You'll be able to do some stuff with the Patreon as well. Hopefully we can find a game where we can have a whitelisted server, or password it or whatever, where we can all get in there and run around and have a bit of fun in a game that we all enjoy playing. That would be a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, I understand. But there's a lot of stuff I got coming, a lot of ideas I want to do. But like right now, I'm focusing on the health thing, and not going away by any means. And I'm gonna be making some videos, more videos pretty soon. I'm gonna get back into the video making thing too, because I really enjoy making videos. Kind of got away from that because of YouTube. Ain't that funny that the video site made me stop making videos? But you know, it's quite simple that, you know, I got disappointed in YouTube. It made me, you know, I was making videos and I was doing well, and then all of a sudden they started shitting on me to a point to where I didn't feel any kind of reward from it. You know, it's crazy.
No, I get you, boss. It's really hard to fucking get to a certain point of success. Like, and I remember when it all fucking went down. You're like, your sub count was just fucking increasing by a decent amount every single fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
And then bang, the fucking apocalypse and all the shit starts. And then TJ and everyone noticed every time I basically upload a video, I'm losing subs now. What's going on here? And everyone was saying, no, it's not happening for months and months. And a few people went, no, I'm pretty sure this is happening. And then bigger YouTubers started noticing it too. And then,
yeah, exactly. It started happening to bigger YouTubers. Then people started paying attention.
Yeah, so my advice to YouTube is fire management now, and let's have a crack at getting this fucking boat righted back up, because sailing around the ocean with your keel sticking straight up in the air, it's not how boats are supposed to work, and I'll leave it at that.
Exactly. I'll have one apple slice.
All right, what we got here is Doom Shaker said, anchor babies. Yeah, look, here's the thing about the person from China coming over here to have their kid and then to go back. That's just smart, and they want their child to have a better life and more opportunities than they had. That's the job of a parent. So I salute this parent in using their noggin and taking advantage of the rules. As long as it's legal to do, perfectly fine with them coming over and having their anchor baby so they can get dual citizenship for the child. Good for them. It means their child's going to have fucking way more opportunities in life. So fuck yeah, good stuff. And Chinese kids, you want Chinese fucking people around, because guess what? Scholastically and academically, the Chinese kids are, well, compared to our education system, they produce fucking geniuses constantly at a level that, you know, their dumb kids make our dumb kids look really fucking dumb, because their dumb kids are a lot smarter than our dumb kids.
And they got good restaurants too.
Hey, yeah, their food's delicious.
Mm-hmm. Man, I love orange chicken.
I love Mongolian beef, and we're talking about
China. Yeah,
Mongolian lamb, Mongolian beef. Oh, those green peppers, that onion, that sizzling.
Orange chicken and Mongolian beef are my two favorite dishes. Good shit, man.
Yep.
I also like apples.
Apples?
That's what I'm eating on right now. Apples.
Son of a gun. My favorite Chinese, or my favorite dish to order from the local Chinese restaurant, is sizzling Mongolian lamb. It's just, green bell peppers, onion, lamb, some nice sort of savory barbecuey sort of sauce to get it all going, and then just serve it on a fucking hot plate, like an iron hot skillet that just sizzles in front of you, and oh fuck, it's good. It is so fucking delicious.
I love deep fried buffalo penis.
Wow. I haven't tried that one.
Me neither.
What about some Colorado bush oysters?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I've actually got to try the local Thai restaurant. They've just opened up, and I walk past it all the time, and some of the smells that emanate from their kitchen are very pleasant.
I like Thai food.
Yeah, curries and coconut. I smell that a lot from their kitchen.
I like they cook with peanuts and stuff a lot too.
Satay, yeah. Fucking hell. They like their green curry too with Thai food.
Good shit.
Yeah, look, most Asian food I cannot fault. And my favorite noodles now are Indonesian style. What are they called? Something goreng. All I know is that they're a savory deliciousness with some spice in it, and holy fuck, Indonesians know how to make good noodles.
Japanese be making some weird shit though.
Yep.
They be eating some weird shit.
Have you seen the special edition burgers they get sometimes over there? Like they're all black. They'll dye the buns of the burger will be black. Everything has been darkened, including the cheese too. Even the cheese is black. Like, goddamn weirdos in Japan.
They call them Negro burgers.
Negro burgers. El Diablo Negro burger.
El Diablo Negro.
Oh.
El Diablo Afro. Oh my goodness.
We just broke the set. Luckily, the show's over. It's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Everyone go
Yeah,
home.
we're heading. I'm heading out. El Diablo Afro. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate you very, very much. Appreciate you for joining me, Red. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And remember, keep your wood up. Later.